Sometimes it's the little things that ultimately get the big deals done. DeMarcus Ware's long-term big money extension was capped off by the rush end linebacker receiving a crinkled up dollar bill from Jerry Jones with a message on it. "This is my final offer. You're great, Jerry Jones." Total package, $78,001,001. Time for our bi-weekly visit with Cowboys safety Ken Hamlin off a big win. And that big deal, he joins us via Skype. That Jerry Jones, Ken, he's got a sense of humor.
Definitely does, and I'm happy for DeMarcus that they got the job done and they got the deal done for him because we're definitely gonna need him around here for some years to come.
What is Jerry's relationship to the team that he can do things like that?
Oh, he has a great relationship with all the players. I think that any of the guys can go up with him, joke with him, talk to him and stuff. So it's been a good relationship. To have him around on the field and the practice fields, and just being around on the field during the games as well.
I know you have limited experience. You've only played on two different teams, but can you compare? Is he different from what you hear about other owners? Is there a different level of relationship with this team than maybe other owners have with their teams?
Oh, definitely. I think he's a lot more hands-on. He's definitely you're going to see his face. A lot of owners, you probably won't see them around as much and as often, but you're going to see his face. You're going to see him around the locker room. You're going to see him, on the field during the games. He lets the coaches coach, but he definitely loves being around and being a part of the team.
I want to stay on the topic for a moment. The Redskins, one of your rivals, were on national TV last night. They are getting crucified in the media for a bad season, and it's the owner who is getting a lot of the blame due to a number of the decisions that have been made there, most recently stripping the head coach of his duties. In reality, how much can an owner dictate the success of a franchise once the season has actually started?
Well, I think one thing that I've always done, I think that the players, myself, I take most of the responsibility for what's going on the field. I think that we are the ones that are putting the product out there on the field. We have to go out and produce. The coaches, they're getting us prepared, but once we hit the field, we got to go out there and produce, and we got to put a good product on the field. And that's something that we're working to do, and we're working to make sure that we're consistent with that. I can't speak on what's going on in Washington, but I think that we're trying to get our chemistry together and get our stuff right to where we can stay successful.
So last year, when the Cowboys did not make the playoffs, it was not fair after the season was over to turn the finger and point it at Jerry Jones at that point in time.
I take blame for that. I think that last year. It's definitely last year, but I think that it's the players. Myself, I take responsibility for that.
As for Ware, that's a lot of money. When a teammate gets a deal like that, how does that play out in the locker room?
Oh, you know what? We were all waiting for the day when it happened. I think that he's a great guy, definitely deserving of everything that he's getting. He plays that way. He plays like he deserves it, and we're happy for him. I'm happy for him, and I expect you can let him know, and I'll let him know as well. I expect about 3 sacks a game.
And the sacks started coming last week. It was a slow start in that department for him, but they started coming last week. We'll see if they continue throughout the year. I want to ask you about Miles Austin again. I know we talked about him a couple of weeks ago after the Chiefs game, but this is the second straight huge game that he had since taking over as a starter on offense. Who is this guy?
Hopefully we can keep him hidden. Hopefully that no one will know who he is. They'll lose him on their radar, and he can continue to have the success that he's having. I think that his speed, his change of direction when he gets the ball in his hand is definitely big, and he's made some huge catches for us. And we hope that, and we expect him to continue to make those catches.
And for you, I guess this particular weekend might be a personal game for you. You get Seattle. You played your first 4 years there. How different is it for you playing in a market like Seattle and then playing in a market like Dallas?
It's a big change. I'm blessed to be where I am right now. I thank Seattle for the 4 years they gave me. I also thank them for giving me this opportunity to be here at Dallas, and I definitely want to take advantage of it. It's going to be a fun game. I still got a few friends that play out there in Seattle, and for the things that went on, it's going to make it an interesting game, but it's going to be fun.
It's a different week in Dallas, I bet, this week after the win over the Atlanta Falcons. You got a lot of the heat off of your teams back. He is Ken Hamlin, joins us here bi-weekly on ESPN News. Thanks for joining us today via Skype, Ken.
Thank you very much.
USC season is on the line. A loss means not only no national title, but likely no Pac-10 title either. You'll hear from Pete Carroll as he gets set for Oregon next.